Am I the asshole for throwing away my flatmate's flowers from her boyfriend? I 25F used to live in a 2-bed flat with my friend. She moved out last month and got her friend Ava to take over her tenancy. I work long hours and am barely at home. And even then it is to sleep mostly, and sometimes I go see my boyfriend. We share a bathroom, kitchen and living space. I have to walk past the kitchen to get to my bedroom. Ava's boyfriend got her flowers Thursday, and she put the bouquet in a vase on the kitchen counter. I have hay fever, and the flowers make me sneeze and my eyes itch. When I saw Ava that same day, I asked her politely to put the flowers in her room as I have allergies. She said she was on her way out for a run, and would do so by the time she got back. I went into the kitchen the Friday morning and saw the flowers were still there. I tried knocking on her door, and when she didn't answer, left her a text reminding her to move the flowers. After work on Friday, I went to my boyfriend's and stayed over for the weekend. We got into a fight and I left early Sunday morning instead of staying the whole weekend. I was in a bad mood when I got home. And when I saw the flowers still on the counter, I was even more irritated. I checked my messages and saw Ava had read my message but not responded. And I knew she was in the flat over the weekend as there were dishes in the sink. I binned her flowers and went to my room. Ava saw me come in today after work and is called me tar for binning her flowers and wants me to reimburse her for the bouquet. She told our friend ex-flatmate who agrees with her. I feel justified as I was annoyed and I had asked her twice, and it is my kitchen too. AITA, the flat is really small. Her bedroom door is next to the bathroom. So I would still have a reaction to the flowers. We don't keep our rooms unlocked. And don't go in each other's room. Not the asshole. She was literally causing an allergy attack and obviously didn't care enough about the flowers to move them in a reasonable time frame. Info: where was the rubbish bin you tossed them into? Inside the flat, or outside of it? Honestly, I would have just put the flowers in her room or next to her door and then spoke to her when she was next around. Not the asshole. Hay fever sucks and she said she was going to move them on Friday. She didn't. This being said, not yours to throw away. Maybe you should have put them near her bedroom. To keep the peace, I'd suggest to get her some chocolate or something she likes that you aren't allergic to. Not the asshole. She's inconsiderate. You asked her more than once and she ignored you. Not the asshole. She had days to move them. OBV, she doesn't like them if she didn't want to put them somewhere safe. Why wouldn't she want them in her bedroom? She wants then where she won't have to look at them. I don't get it. I would have tossed them sooner or jammed them one by one under her door. Not the asshole. She should have moved them. The flowers were affecting your health. Shitty of her to leave the flowers in the kitchen, but you could have put them in her bedroom or the bedroom entrance. Not the asshole. You're literally allergic to the flowers. Your roommate is an ass. She should have moved them and you acted immaturely. Not the asshole. You asked, she didn't do it. In the trash they go. It's affecting your health. You asked her multiple times and she needs to learn what shared space means. Don't put something I am allergic to in the common area if you want to keep it. She should have moved the flowers when asked, and you shouldn't have taken out your anger at your boyfriend on the flowers. You guys both acted immaturely. Going forward, fresh flowers need to be in her room or they are fair game to be tossed. She can have flowers, just not in public spaces. Nope. Not the asshole. You gave her days. She did that to herself. Here's what I don't understand. You state how awful your hay fever is, but you threw the flowers away inside the apartment by your own admission. So how is that better for you than on the counter? No. I don't buy that. You got in a fight with your boyfriend and took it out on your roommate's flowers from her boyfriend. Yes. She should have moved them, but you're the asshole. Hay fever doesn't go away when flowers are thrown away inside the apartment. You should live alone. She said she was on her way out for a run. WTF? She can't even take a few seconds to grab the vase and put it into her room. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. She had more than ample opportunity and reminders to remove your known allergen from shared space to her private space. You were well within your rights to remove them by whatever means after she had for so long failed to do so. I probably would not have thrown him away, but I would have put him outside. Roomie is tar for putting and leaving them in a common area, especially after explaining allergies. You probably could have just put them in front of the door to her room. Oh come on. You were mad you got into a fight with your boyfriend and the flowers being there was just an outlet because they were from her boyfriend. That's why you didn't confront her and get her to move them, because that wouldn't have caused problems for her. You wanted to start shit the moment you saw those flowers still there. Hay fever is awful, and unless you suffer from it you don't understand. You asked the roommate twice to remove them and she didn't. Not the asshole. Yes. Everyone in the story is an asshole. You, because you didn't throw her flowers away because of your allergy. You did it because you came home in a pissy mood over fighting with your boyfriend. You should have just gone to your room, which you did anyway, and asked her to take them again when she got home, since she probably didn't know you would be home early. And she should have moved them on Thursday when you asked the first time. Not the asshole. After that many days the flowers are probably very close to being dead anyhow. And she had been asked to move them and agreed to. I suspect she didn't tell your other friend the whole story because she must know about your allergy, being a former roommate and such. Was her room locked? Moving them yourself seems much more productive and easier than binning them. If there's no good reason, it's a clear her for disregarding your health. You for throwing away her gift to satisfy your anger when alternative solutions existed. I feel justified as I was annoyed. I'm afraid this explanation doesn't feel justified to me. Yes, Ava was being inconsiderate about leaving flowers in your shared space. But it sounds like you binned the flowers in part due to the lousy mood your fight with your BF had put you in. If she was home, you could have told her to take the flowers away. If she wasn't, you could have moved the flowers to her room. She's asshole for not moving the flowers. You're asshole for trashing them. Grabbing a bag, putting it over a vase, and leaving at the door to her bedroom would have solved all your problems at once. Instead, you choose to escalate. I get how annoying and problematic it can be to have to deal with an allergen in a shared space like that, but with roommates there has to be compromising, and throwing the flowers away was far from your only option at that point. I can sympathize with OP, but it would have been better to move the flowers somewhere else. Or cover them with a bag or something rather than bin them. Not the asshole. Tell her she owes you money for the allergy meds you needed because she repeatedly ignored your request for her to deal with them. Inaction also has consequences.